What's up, everyone? Today I wanted to talk about something a little different while we watch the gameplay in the background. I've been wanting to make this video for a while because ADHD is something a lot of people misunderstand, especially when it comes to adults. Most people hear ADHD and immediately think about a kid who can't sit still in class, but that's not what it's been like for me. For a long time, I thought I was just lazy. I thought I wasn't trying hard enough. I thought I lacked discipline. I thought everyone else had some secret that I didn't. The truth is, ADHD affects almost every part of my life. And gaming is one of the few places where I sometimes feel like my brain actually works the way it's supposed to. Now, before anyone says it, yes, people with ADHD can focus. In fact, sometimes we focus too much. A lot of people hear that ADHD means attention deficit. That's not really how it feels. It's more like an inability to control where your attention goes. If something is boring, my brain just absolutely wants nothing to do with it. 100%. But if something is exciting, interesting, or rewarding, I can spend hours doing it without realizing how much time has passed. That's where gaming comes in. I'll sit down and tell myself I'm going to play for an hour. Next thing I know, it's 3 in the morning and I've somehow convinced myself that one more match is a good idea. Meanwhile, I can stare at a simple task I need to do in real life and spend all day avoiding it. And that's one thing, that's one of the most frustrating parts about adult ADHD. You know what needs to be done, you want to do it, but your brain acts like there's a giant wall between you and the thing that you're supposed to be doing. People often think we're making excuses, but if you've experienced ADHD, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not a lack of caring, lack of intelligence, it's not a lack of effort. Sometimes it's just your brain refusing to cooperate. Another thing people don't talk about enough is how exhausting ADHD can be. Your mind is constantly jumping between thoughts. You're trying to remember things. You're trying not to forget appointments. You're trying to stay focused. You're trying to stay organized. And all of that take energy. A lot of energy. Some days, I feel like I've been fighting my own brain before I've even had breakfast. Gaming can actually help with that. For me, games provide clear goals, immediate feedback, and constant stimulation. I always know what the objective is. I always know when I'm making progress. And because of that, staying engaged feels natural. Real life doesn't always work that way. Nobody gives you experience points for doing laundry. Nobody gives you achievement notifications for paying bills. And unfortunately, those are things that still need to be done. One thing I've learned is that ADHD isn't all bad. There are definitely challenges, a lot of challenges, but there are also strengths that come with it. Creativity, problem solving, thinking differently, being able to make connections that other people might miss. Sometimes my brain feels chaotic, but sometimes that same chaos helps me see things from a completely different perspective. If you're watching this and you've been struggling with ADHD, or maybe you think you might have it, I want you to know something. You're not lazy, you're not broken, and you're definitely not alone. There are millions of adults dealing with the same struggles every single day. The biggest thing that helped me was realizing that I wasn't failing because I didn't care. I was struggling because my brain works differently. Once I understood that, I could start finding ways to work with my ADHD instead of constantly fighting against it. Anyway, that's my experience. I'd love to hear yours. If you have ADHD, let me know in the comments what it's been like for you. If you don't have ADHD, hopefully this video gave you a better understanding of what it's actually like. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one. It's your boy PXC.